So as a consultant with over 6 years experience working with multinationals, I've actually had the privilege of reviewing a lot of CVs from graduates within and outside of Nigeria. And I can tell you that majority of them have these mistakes I'm about to share with you today. Now, one thing I've done is identified these mistakes, figured out what exactly is the correct way of presenting it without making these mistakes. And we're going to share with you today exactly how to do that. I'm going to then go a step further to show you how AI, artificial intelligence, using Claude or ChatGPT, if that's what you have, can help you move your CV from good to great. If all of these things sound interesting, then definitely keep on watching. Hi everyone, my name is Faith Adeshayo. I'm currently a management consultant with an MBB firm in Nigeria, and over the past 6 years, I've had the privilege of coaching professionals, both early career professionals, mid-career professionals, on both technical and soft skills they need to excel in a global environment. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the common mistakes in 2026 that I see when looking at CVs, and basically how not to have those mistakes in your CV. So, if all of these things I've said sounds interesting, stick to the end. And for those that are new here, do like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel as you're watching the video. So number one mistake I see people make in their CVs is stating responsibilities instead of results. Now, you would find someone with no experience say, I was just there to support the team, I helped with printing and I helped with spiral banding, and that was my work. Stating responsibilities, what you did, versus a CV where you need to state results. Now let me show you on a screen what exactly good looks like versus a bad example. So on the screen, what you'll see is an example that says responsible for managing the social media accounts of the company. That was what the person did, right? And in all fairness, what the person did was actually help monitor their Instagram page, their Facebook page. Are things going well? Is anybody trolling us? Are we all right? Are we good? That was it. But then, like I said, the one mistake you are making in your CV is you are stating your responsibility versus moving what to results. Now, let me show you what the result looks like for this same role, this same function. Imagine like grew company's Instagram following from 800 to 3,200 in 4 months through daily content strategy and audience engagement, right? You're still doing the same thing. All you did was you managed the social media accounts of the company. But thinking of it from a result lens is saying that, okay, even though I was a social media manager, what I achieved is I grew the company's social media accounts, and this might be including your Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. So maybe it's actually that you grew each of them by 100 followers, but then they started out at 800 cumulative, and by the end of 4 months, they were at 3,200 cumulative. So you grew Instagram following, or you grew a company social media account following, depending on what you have, from 800 to 3,200 in 4 months. True, you say what you did. Daily content strategy and audience engagement. If I even want to take this a step further, I can then say by observing common trends in the industry and leading practices from top influencers. Literally, right? So you said that, okay, you grew the Instagram following from 800 to 300,000, 3,200 by what? Through daily content strategy, and then you now show them what you can do. Imagine I'm applying for a social media content creator job or like a social media manager role, and I was responsible for the social media account, versus I was responsible for growing the company's Instagram page for 800 to 200 through daily content strategy, audience engagement, by observing common trends in the industry and leading practices from top influencers. If you were the employer, who would you choose? So that's the first mistake I see people making, focusing on responsibilities versus results. Let's move on to the second mistake now. Now, the second mistake I see a lot of early career professionals make is having a 2-page thin CV. Emphasis on 2-page and thin. Now, let me say more. If you're an early career professional, you've probably never worked in a structured organization before. All you have is maybe internships here and there. You assisted your parents with their businesses, and then you have a 3-page CV. In my head, the first question I'll ask you is, what was in the CV? What did you put there? What were you doing, right? I'm not talking about people with 5 years experience, 10 years experience. No, you just got to school yesterday, and then you're having a 3-page CV or even a 2-page CV. It's very wrong, for lack of a better word. It's very, very wrong, right? So one thing you then need to do is what? Your CV must be fit for your level. Now let me show you on the screen what I mean. So on the screen now, you see a recent graduate that has like 2-page CVs, right? And what you really see is what? It's duplicated experience. A lot of verboseness in just what they're saying. It's not necessary, to be fair. Versus having a 1-page CV. How do you move from having a 1-page CV to a 2-page CV? Number one is you make sure your sentences are concise and crisp. Rather than saying,
I was responsible for the monitoring and the evaluation of all the responses and all the survey responses that we got from January to December, and then I went ahead to evaluate.
If you do that, you have a 3-page CV. Versus saying, I was responsible for the collation and what? Monitoring of all survey responses from January to December, especially ensuring that these responses were filled on time and we got the appropriate response. Being succinct. So read through your CV now. You can pause this video, open up your CV and read through it. Are you using more than 3 sentences per bullet point? How long is a bullet point on your CV? Is it getting into 4 lines? It is wrong. Is it getting into 5 lines? It is wrong. On the CV, you will see that most of the bullet points I have are what? Minimum 2 to 3 sentences or 2 to 3 lines max. 2 to 3 lines, 2 to 3 sentences. The third mistake I see people making is having a very generic objective statement. And I'll show you what exactly I mean by generic. So look at our example. A personal statement says, I am a hardworking and motivated graduate seeking an opportunity to use my skills and contribute to a dynamic organization that values excellence. Versus, I'm a first-class graduate of economics with international consulting experience and demonstrated strength in problem solving, data analysis, and stakeholder management. I'm seeking a management consulting position at a global MBB firm. If you were the employer, which would you choose? Which do you think is specific, very actionable, tells you what they want versus being very generic? I'm a graduate, I have problem solving communication skills, I'm a very diligent, hardworking person. If you have me in your organization, everything will change. And like, no proof. There's this common thing in Nigeria, they will say talk, 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 no evidence. 0 evidence. What's the evidence you are providing to your employer that you have this skill, right? And that is what I see a lot of CVs just do today. Very, very generic objective statements. So there are 3 things you should have in your objective statements. Number 1 is your position today. You're a graduate of economics. You are a more senior professional. You're a consultant with over 5 years experience. If I was to write my CV today, management consultant in an MBB firm with over 5 years experience. That's the first line. Now the second thing is what exactly you want to do. Interested in a global financial consulting role. Based on my Excel, based on my analytical skills, based on my XYZ skills, right? Demonstrated. So there are 3 things that should be in your objective statement. Your current position today, your current skills, strengths, what exactly can you demonstrate, and the role you're applying for. However you choose to arrange them, you can say global consultant with 5 years experience looking to get into an MBB firm based on demonstrated strengths. So you see I kind of reordered it a bit. You could go global consultant in an MBB firm with demonstrated skills in XYZ looking to get a role. However you want to arrange it, right? But these are the 3 must-haves in your objective statement today. So now the 4th mistake you are making your CV is you are not tailoring it to the particular role you are applying for, right? And one thing I see is a lot of people, whilst yes, your CV is more flexible than your cover letter. And what I mean by that is you can make just like few tweaks to your CV, use the same CV for similar roles. Your cover letter, you always need to make it very specific to the company that you're applying to. And so if everything I'm saying is sounding strange, I made detailed videos on how to write a perfect cover letter with no experience. I'll try to link it on the screen, and also like how to write a cover letter using AI and mistakes to avoid as well. I'll try to link it on the screen, right? But let's come back to the CV. One mistake you are making is that your CV is too generic. The application or the employer has given you specific things in job description, but then they are not seeing it in your CV. On the screen, I'm going to show you how to tailor your CV to make sure that it covers or includes all the things that should be there based on the job description the employer has provided to you. So now let's look at the screen together. On the screen, you'll see that I have a job description and it's for an accounting position. So it says someone that is responsible for leading a team in delivering fund accounting services, ensuring accurate financial reporting, mentoring staff, and driving process improvement to enhance operational excellence and client service. So this is the job description. And then we're going to upload our CVs. So let's do that. Let's upload our CVs, right? So we've uploaded the CV, and the prompt to Claude is, I need to tailor this CV based on the job description provided below. Ensure that the keywords in the job description are included in the CV. Right, so this is it. At the end, mention the top 3 keywords that I need to double check is on the CV. All right. So we give that prompt to Claude that we need to tailor this CV based on the job description below. Ensure that the keywords in the job description are included in the CV. And then at the end, tell me the keywords that I need to ensure that is on my CV, right? So this process is going to make sure that your CV at the end of the day is tailored to the job. A lot of people these days are not tailoring their CVs to the job. They just pick their CV, clean it up, submit it. No, and no. Ensure your CV is tailored to the job. All right, so we have our Claude generated output, and what we can see on the screen is 2 places where Claude made changes based on our job description. The number 1 place is our personal statement, right, which you can see on the screen. So now here, let's read the personal statement. Economics graduate with hands-on experience, leading teams to deliver accurate financial reporting, fund accounting services in the financial sector. These are words taken directly from the job description. Now, the second place where Claude made the change was if you scroll down to the lead accountant Faith Foundation. Here it says delivered fund accounting services organization, ensuring accurate financial reporting of total weekly income, presenting all of this. It has embedded words that was in your job description. So what's the 4th mistake I see people making? It is your CV is not reflecting the words in your job description. And you can use AI. You can then go a step further to ensure that the things in your job description, they are reflecting in your CV today. Now, the next mistake, second to the last mistake I see a lot of people making in their CV today is unprofessional formatting. And what does this mean? Let's go back and show you on the screen what it probably looks like. Imagine a CV where you start out and the first sentence is in green text, very, very big font, and then you go and the other one, so this is a font 11 or font 16, and we go and the next font is a font 11, and you're like, oh, my best color is yellow actually, and we make this a font 12 with yellow background, and we go and we make the text blue, right? Let's do it. We make the text blue, and we're like, oh no, I don't really like this blue, let's make the last one red, and you've suddenly turned your CV to what? A circus exercise, right? This and this is wrong. And so if you are checking your CV today and you are seeing that you are using more than one color, maybe you are using red, green, and yellow on your CV, it is wrong. The professional color is either you are using black text or you are using a dark gray text. And so you can say, okay, maybe what I want to do is ensure that all my headings have a dark gray color. That is fine, right? While the actual text has black, that's also fine. You could flip it and say all my heading has the black text. Where is our black text? And then my supporting text uses what? A dark gray color. That is fine, but you need to be consistent. The thing with CVs is consistency is what matters the most, right? You also want to make sure that all the changes you are making, everything is consistent. Black text, white background, navy blue text, white background, whatever. All you need is ensure it is consistent, it is clear, and the formatting is professional. Now, if you know you've actually never had a CV that had a good clean formatting, there is a link in the description box that gives you link to basically a best-in-class CV in 2026. The template, end-to-end formatting is clear, how to structure your words. The link is in the description box. Click on it and get the link to that template. Now, the final mistake I see people making in 2026 is not including their LinkedIn URL, the link to their LinkedIn profile in their CV. I was having a conversation with a client last week and he was like, okay, do you want to include your LinkedIn? And the person was, I'm not sure my LinkedIn is up to date. I'm not sure I want. But that's the thing, even if you don't put there, the world is a global village these days that before they even accept you, they are checking your social media account, they are checking your LinkedIn account, they are checking everything. So there's no way you can even hide. And putting your LinkedIn there even shows that you're quite intentional about your professional presence. So in this copy of the CV on the screen, you see that there's no LinkedIn profile, but you want to ensure that you have a LinkedIn profile. So what you can do is just go on Google Chrome, right? Whatever your name is. In this case, I would literally put in my name. So Faith Adeshayo. Faith Adeshayo Luani. Google myself, open my LinkedIn page. As you can see on the screen, it opens it up. I copy, Control C, go back to my CV, right? And then I paste it. So now one thing you want to do is you don't want to just paste the link directly. No, that's very rough and unclean. So you put your name, right? In this case, I will put Faith Adeshayo. I would highlight it and I will paste the link, if that makes sense. So paste the link, exactly. Right? And so you'll see here, Faith Adeshayo Oluwani. Okay, right? Can you see what's on the screen? So it's my LinkedIn, but it's my name. Another thing you can do, right, is you can just put it like this, LinkedIn. And so I'll highlight LinkedIn, Control V as well, highlight LinkedIn, paste the link, right? Exactly. So when they click on it, they get LinkedIn. I feel this is even cleaner than trying to put your name because it then becomes repetitive, right? So what I would do is to make sure your LinkedIn has a very clean spot on your CV. Where you have LinkedIn, so type LinkedIn, but then go to your LinkedIn page, copy the link, and then paste it as a link here, right? So that when they click on this LinkedIn, it automatically takes them to your LinkedIn page. But a mistake I see in 2026 is these days people are not including their LinkedIn in their CVs, which I personally don't think flies. Alright, so those are the 6 mistakes I have seen, observed in CVs from start to finish. Ensure that you go through this video one after the other. Literally take it as a tutorial. The first mistake, responsibilities instead of results. Carry your CV, open your CV and say, okay, all my bullet points, are they framed as responsibilities versus results? Right? Go to the second one. Do I have a thin 2-page CV? If you're an early career professional, you should have 1 page, constrain it. Do I have my LinkedIn profile there? How is my LinkedIn profile put on the CV? Is it just there? Is it just the link? HTTP dash da da da? No, that's very unclean, right? Use the format I told you today on how to put your LinkedIn in a very clean way and put it there. Now, the final step after making all of these corrections is your updated CV. You then take it to Claude, right? Upload it and literally use the prompts. Let's do that now, right? So imagine we create a new chat I am applying for the role of a management consultant or management accountant. I have cleaned out my CV, correcting for the following mistakes. Right? And you can go ahead to this. Number 1, results instead of responsibilities, and how I frame the bullet points. Number 2, ensuring professional formatting and cleaned look. Number 3, including my LinkedIn URL. Right? So you go ahead to mention every change you have made. LinkedIn URL. And the prompt is critically, what I do is I would say critically assess this CV, positioning yourself as a recruiter with over a decade with experience spanning a decade. Imagine you even wanted to apply to an oil and gas position. Position yourself specifically as an oil and gas recruiter when reviewing this CV. What are the changes you would recommend I make to this CV to make it perfect? Right? You can always work on your grammar to make it perfect. And then I go ahead to upload my CV, and then you see what Claude. So use this as the final clean out step to what? To making sure your CV is good, is clean, is perfect. I can tell you that if you follow all of these steps we've spoken about today from the beginning up until the end, you leverage AI as a thought partner in helping you shape your CV, you're going to have a very, very, very stellar CV that is what? Very attractive to your employer, your future employer, the recruiter that you are submitting this to. So that's it. There's a template, like I mentioned in the description, for you to check if you need a starting point, if you need a CV template to start working with, to then begin to refine and make it tailored to yours. There's a description, there's a link in the description box you can click on to access the CV. Every Sunday I come on here to upload videos around like career development, the technical things you need to know about landing a successful job or landing a stellar job, CV, cover letter, interview tips. But then we also look at the soft skills as well: communication, presentation, being proactive, and all of those good things. If you know you're interested in building a global career, even whilst you might still be in a local place, or even whilst you might still be in your country of origin, but you want to have a global career, then this channel is for you. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Now, once your CV is done and you want to move to your cover letter, I have several videos on the channel. Here you would see how to write a perfect cover letter even though you think you have zero experience. I also have how to use AI to write a perfect cover letter in 2026 and the mistakes to avoid. Click on this one of these two, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.